I said we'd start at the upgrade place, but nay. Trying to put my stuff back on. Alright, so I've got 10 of these, I got 4 of those. God, collecting birds is annoying. Like, honestly, as far as like resources to farm, if I have to farm something, tumbleweeds are a pretty alright thing to have to farm. Although the reason I have to farm in the first place is because I have to go out of my way to get them, but like they're really easy to get. I just hang out here for a bit. They just kind of show up. You kind of just spin the camera a bit because they spawn off camera, as far as I can tell. But like I just kind of hang out here and I hear the faint pss, pss. And then that means that there's a tumbleweed nearby. And it's like really low pressure. Like if you mess up because they hit something, they vanish. But like they just don't escape that much, and they're not that frustrating to get. I think that one flew right into a wall. I could hear it. I could hear it bounce. Then I heard it break. But like they're pretty easy to get. Whereas like monster claws and amber and whatnot, which I do have a lot of, so it's not really a concern. But if I had to farm them, I'd be like, oh god, where do I go? How do I get them? I guess it's just grind enemies or something, and hope for the best. But and like, thankfully, like most of the stuff you just get by just wandering around, so it's pretty easy. That's going the other way. Funny, I say that this wasn't frustrating, but suddenly, the moment I'm filming, they're like weirdly unobtainable, but I already have enough, so it's fine. I'm just talking. Anyway, the reason why we're starting the episode here is because while I did kind of want to demonstrate how easy they are to get. There's another one. I know while I was farming, I noticed this here. New content! It's probably not that big of a deal, but, you know, show me getting a chest. Hey! Dusk relic. There we go. I think I heard one break again. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. But yeah, getting birds, huge pain in the ass. I hate it. You have to slowly creep up on them from a great deal away. Then try to swing the thing at them. Like, bugs like to run away, but I felt like the birds were especially hard to get. God, I just pressed the same button twice. Where's the map button? There we go. I felt that the birds were just a huge pain in the ass, and I did not like hunting them at all. And I would like to not do that anymore, please. So hopefully that just kind of never comes up again, I hope. Because they seem to be so prone to running away. And maybe I was getting impatient with the slowly creeping towards them or whatnot, but like it was frustrating. But yeah, that one open clearing towards the beginning of the forest area, where there's always like 6 birds that I've gotten feathers from before, like that place is reliable. But yeah, every time you fuck up at sneaking up on them and they scatter again, you have to sit there at the rim of the area, and you probably are standing too far away, but you don't want to stand too close because then they won't land again. So I just wander like a ways away, wait for them to come back after like 30 seconds it feels like, and then slowly inch forward. And if at any point my like finger like twitches a little bit and I press a little too hard for a second, then I go too fast for even a little like microsecond or whatever, instantly all the birds scatter again, and I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. So I'm glad that's over. I remember this one. I almost missed. I remember you. You're the one that's underwater. I saw this before and I couldn't get anywhere. Is it a fairy? Yes. A heart medal. I already have a heart medal. Can you hold 2 heart medals? Do they stack? Gulp. Wow, I've got unlimited water breathing now. There we go. There's a fairy. Yeah. There we go. I've got 3 life insurance plans. Back to my shield to make sure that it doesn't like accidentally toggle something else and whip out my freaking. That sucked so much when it whipped out my fairy and used it when I didn't need to. I'm nearby. Dare I try this again and see if I can figure this out? But I don't know. It seems really hard. Everything just feels so far away. I start mashing all of my things I can do to go a little faster, and I'm just like, please, just get there faster, please. Like, what is the technique here? Howdy, Bucks. I was hoping I'd run into you. Daughter? Sure enough is. You're as smart as a bullwhip, aren't you? Yep, the shining star of the item check is the source of my problem. That's my darling daughter, in case you forgot. She's been out of sorts lately. She's been sitting and staring off into yonder, and then she'll get redder than a tomato on a vine. Wait just a star minute. I know what's going on. My sunshine's got herself an unwanted admirer. No. Not that I can blame the fella. She's as sweet as honey and twice as pretty as a spring flower. Nope, 3 times as pretty. This is a weird. I don't like how you're describing your daughter. It's no wonder the boys buzz around her like a swarm of amorous bees. But I won't stand for it, no way, no how. I'm gonna find the rascal and give him a good whooping. You gotta help me out. You see anyone buzzing around my little flower, you give him what for and send him packing. I'll keep. This is not a reasonable conclusion, by the way. Like that, her staring off into space all the time is the idea that she's thinking about something. I'll keep my peepers peeled too, but I can't wait. I can't stand watch all day long, especially if I'm never home like I am right now. Gotta stare at this bamboo all day like a fucking weirdo. I promise I'll make it worth your while. You chase that varmint off, I'll let you chat with the apple of my eye. I already do chat with her. You can't stop me. Hush, you don't have to say a word. I can see how you feel by the spark in your eye. There's not a feller alive who wouldn't jump at this chance. Ease this old man's heart and get rid of the lowlife who's pestering my baby girl. I'm counting on you, Box. You want to slice up some bamboo? I'm in. There's got to be a trick to this. My score is so trash. Get to slicing. Okay. I don't... Alright. People said something about holding it with 2 hands? I don't know how the fuck that was supposed to help. I assume they meant like hold the front and back of the Wiimote with 2 different hands and wiggle it back and forth. That only made him way slower. I swear it doesn't register all my slices. Like, I don't know how you can go faster. Because the faster I swing it, the fewer it swings it registers. Like he only goes slower the faster I go. Like it's not, it is super not one-to-one motion at all. I hate how much clicking I have to do another attempt. It's like a full minute of clicking and it's like, come on, man. The minigame lasts like 3 seconds. Why does it only swing in one direction? That doesn't make any sense. In order to swing left again, I have to swing right first. That's how motion works. Why does it just skip to swinging from left to right over and over again? I'm going back and forth over and over again, and he only swings in one direction. I have no idea why. This makes no sense to me. You got a stubby little sword? You did mighty well considering that. I can get a longer sword than this? I thought I already upgraded my sword. Okay, I guess I'll come back later with another sword upgrade. I thought I already got the sword upgrade. I guess there's more. So I guess I'll wait till then. But no, that's a super frustrating minigame. Just because it's so simple. Like I don't know what the fuck the technique could be. And there's no intuitive like solution for it not working. You're like, I don't know, man. I'm swinging back and forth like crazy, but if you look at the screen, Link just swings left to right over and over again. And I'm like, what? I mean, obviously me, the human, is swinging back in the opposite direction between each of those, but he won't swing. I don't know how I could possibly make him swing more times if he drops most of my inputs and doesn't register them. I don't know. What people miss sometimes about my frustration with motion controls, it's like it's not just the idea that I'm inherently against motion controls, because I'm kind of not. It's just the fact that like whenever I use motion controls on any platform, they pretty much always just have bugs and flaws and don't work correctly, and so I get frustrated with all the disconnects of like it's not doing it right. Like when I was playing with like my playthrough of Metroid Prime, where I'm just like, this just it's just not working. Like I don't want to tell you, man, it's not working. Like this shit's kind of busted and janky. What? Oh, my water thing's wearing off. Please stop beep. Oh, please stop beeping. Oh no, go away. Stop. I don't care about it. I'm so sorry for drinking it. Oh my god, stop. Then you have like the nonsensical weird stuff, like the first fight with Ghirahim. I can point my Wiimote off to the right and then flick right, and Link will magically attack from left or right. So like on Link's perspective, he feints, he like tricks Ghirahim into blocking this direction, and then I go ha and attack from the bottom left. But like I didn't do that. Like I would have to do, like I was having so much trouble because I would have to go from here to here and then swing. So I'd have to do that fast enough that it doesn't register as a swing, and so I can, or slow enough that it doesn't register as a swing, but fast enough that I can do it before Ghirahim readjusts his grip. But according to comments, the reason why I was having additional problem was that like Girahim's AI breaks if you're strafing constantly, which, like, I'm Z-targeting. Like that's how I play every game where you lock on melee. Like I'm controlling the distance between me and my melee opponent, because that's how you stay alive. Like these games, all the games that play like this nowadays train you to operate that way. Always be moving and in control of your positioning. But doing anything besides standing perfectly still broke the encounter, which is its whole other thing. But there's just the simple fact that if me pointing to the top right corner and flicking shouldn't make this action doesn't make any sense. And then a version of that's happening with the bamboo game where I'm trying to do this, but fast. But the faster I go, yeah, he just starts swinging in one direction a lot. See, there's a maximum speed for how fast I can swing it before he stops going into both directions and starts just swinging one direction over and over again. And like that's That's just a failure of the motion controls, like not keeping up with my inputs and struggling, and then the player gets frustrated by the disconnect between those two things. And that's just a bummer. Then you have whatever's going on with the loft wing. Or sometimes it just loses its mind and flies away. I'm like, why are you spinning? Hey! Sacred bow. There's no going back. No, yeah, I want to keep the shitty one. You're right. Here you go. Yeah, that's a dramatic looking bow. Use the sacred power of the goddess to rain a terrible force upon your enemies. That's a really weighted language. Got anything else you want me to tinker around with? Just let me know. Oh god, can I afford it? I didn't plan it. 150. I have 65. No! I didn't think about the rupee cost enough. But there is a chest around here, so maybe that'll have the money I need. That's the other loose end we have to still cover. Over there. It's like that way, I think? Yeah. Oh, can I finally get it because of the claw shot? Yeah, I think so. Some of the confusing moments might come from the fact that this game, the Wii used the sensor bar for the most part, but this game in particular, which is interesting because it's the first like Zelda game on this platform that was primarily made for it and whatnot. Like there was the Twilight Princess, but that was made for GameCube first. That's my way back. Is there a way up around here? Or do I have to go out of here first? I'll be rich in no time. Oh, you can't, right? It has to be a pier. Shit. It is interesting to think about the idea that like they made a console that uses the sensor bar, so it was all about like light gun style tech kind of stuff. Not I don't think that's how light guns worked, but it's the idea like, you know, you point at the screen and that's how you define all of your gameplay. And like people pretty much all had to use that technology when they're making Wii games for like years. But then once the Zelda game is finally out, they're like, ah, here's Wii MotionPlus. We've added a gyroscope because the pointing at the screen stuff, it isn't entirely working for us right now. Let's see, did I establish that you can? Oh god, can I fall from the sky to land on an island? Because that's probably how I get there if it works, which I can't remember if it worked before or not. Like, obviously the go-to point stuff at the screen had its own flaws, and that's why they went on to kind of abandon it, or they had to create, or they at least had to create a new option as a replacement for that, so that it wasn't the only way to play the games on their console, because there was too many limitations. But also the gyroscope had its own limitations, and interestingly, it seems like the inputs in this game don't mix the two ever. What? That's not where I was going for. Haven't I been up? Oh wait, can I reach that one? I can reach this one. Okay. I kind of end up wondering if there's like a sophisticated way that you could like mix and match the inputs from both the gyroscope and the sensor bar at the same time to get an even more accurate information between the two of them, or if it's just too much contradictory information and it just doesn't work or something. I don't know. Because the gyroscope has its own problems, which is that the reason why you always have to press the calibration button is because the gyroscope doesn't know where the screen is. So you constantly have to press the recentering button because it doesn't know where to go, where to think that the screen is located, or where the forward direction is, which creates its own problems. Where every time that you use any item in this game that you have to aim, wherever your Wiimote was when you pull it out is the center location. So you better hope you put it in the right spot at the beginning, because otherwise it's going to be really unusable a moment later unless you hit down. Boing. Goddess plume. I might be getting sick. You're a weird one, huh? Climbing all the way up here. Hey, if you tried to dive off the ledge here, I bet you could land in the nest on top of the tower down there. But what do I know? I'm a stone. What? Is this how I'm supposed to get there? Oh, that's how I'm supposed to get there. I'm too cool for that, though, and did a cool thing instead. I'll have to come back up here when that chest unlocks, it looks like. So there's definitely like an upside to, and a downside to both the different inputs. And I think Metroid Prime didn't use gyroscope and only used the light bar. Hey, I was right, it's money. All according to plan. Oh god! Wow. The dive is not always available, but when it happens, and it has some very unique physics. I was like, oh god, I forgot to use the hook shot. I just like flew across the gap. Alright. Oh man, my voice. Yeah, apparently people in this house have a cold right now, so don't be too alarmed. It's not the big scary 2020 problem. Although to some extent you almost wonder, like, how did anyone get a cold if everyone's trying not to get the virus all the time? Still finds a way, huh? You think that all... Because that's one of the predictions, is that like the flu and whatnot will be lower impact this year because everyone's protecting themselves already. Let's get the... Nah, shit. There's kind of a give and take where the gyroscope has more accurate inputs for your motions, at least some of the time, but it's unoriented. Whereas the bar actions have its own limitations, but hey, every direction's always the same direction, at least. Forward is always forward, except for when you have the bugs I was encountering with Metroid Prime where it was losing its mind. All done, here you go. It's even more durable. There we go. You just can't upgrade anything now. I don't know, could you give my, can you give me like a sword extender? I can like slip this sword inside of like a tip that makes it longer. I just bamboo grade. I just have to be able to beat bamboo. Please, help me. Hello, darling. I want you to visit me at my house tonight. I have something I need to say. My house is just next to the bazaar. You'll definitely come, right? I'll be waiting. And do you have something to pick up or have me store? No. Visit her at her house. I was actually reassured when I heard that people in this house have a cold right now, because I was waking up with like kind of a headache and a sore throat, but I was like, it's probably just like snoring and whatnot. I'm used to waking up feeling like crap here and there, And then it's just like this year, there's the additional fear of like, oh God, is it something worse? And it never is. But this time it might be something worse, but it's just apparently just a cold. But I'm like feeling it the more I talk. I'm like, uh-oh, this might impact my output this week. Oh, it's not great. I've had some reduced efficiency lately in that I kind of took a few days off, maybe more than I should have. And so now, getting sick coming out of that might not be good. I don't know. Ah, it's my bad. There's like a snappiness to this, so I like to spin it around sometimes. But then when I actually do gesture in the correct direction and press A, it doesn't follow me in time? I don't know. I kind of just constantly use this Wiimote like it's more sophisticated than it is. And so I like just expect it to just be pointing where I'm pointing and just like read every input correctly. Where you have to really be patient with it, and like every time you do any input you have to like pause for a moment and make sure it's like landed correctly where you mean to, then press A, because you can't really trust every gesture to do what you intend it to do. And I think that disconnect is why I always lose patience with these motion controls, is because pretty reliably controllers have been that. Like he's like, you know, A is A, up is up. And like generally speaking, stuff really reliably does exactly what you want it to do. I don't think I knew where she lived, but she's probably this. I think there's a door like under here. Or I imagine that. She lives by the bazaar. Oh, it's probably this one. Piper's house. Piper, see? Piper. You're terrifying, child.
Is that you, Box? What are you doing up so late? I'm hungry. My mom's still cooking, but it's taking forever. When will be ready? Mm-hmm. Another day, another tasty soup.
Oh. Am I able to take soup here? I kind of forgot about the houses that are like right by the bazaar. There's like 3 of them, I think. They're like kind of built into the hill under it. That you, Box? What seems to be the problem? My baby girl's as restless as a twisted sheet in the wind. Is there something in the water? Nah? Box, you came to see me. Thank you. The truth is, there's something I'm just dying to get off my chest, Box. I'm just going to ask you something point blank, okay? What do you think about me? You store items. I like you. You do? Really? You're not lying? Lying, actually? Really? I guess. I barely know who you are. You have no interactions, but whatever. I'm so happy. I feel like I'm in a dream. I have to hear it again just to be sure. Do you really, really like me? I do. I'm gonna fight your dad now. To the death. You're not lying, are you? I don't know what I'd do if I found out you're lying. It's true. Thank you. I love you so much, darling. I'm sorry I doubted you and put you through all that questioning. But I understand your true feelings better than you know. You're saying that you cannot give yourself over to love just yet. That you have much more important things to do right now. You have some kind of serious job you have to attend to first, right? If you weren't off on an adventure, you'd probably need to come by the item checks. You probably wouldn't need to come to the item check so often. And that's why I don't have any more And that's why I don't ask any more of you. I'll just watch over you, protecting you from afar, keeping a vigilant eye on your items. And when your important work is done, we'll tell my dad we're in love. She's right there. Until then, we'll keep our love a secret. Darling, I'll see you again at the item check. Gratitude crystals. Do you also get gratitude crystals for if you decline her? And it's like, well, thank you for being honest. Because otherwise it's like, oh no, the only way to get these gratitude crystals is to like lead her on for ulterior motives, potentially, which would be pretty rough. I'm glad you told me how you feel, darling. See you soon at the shop. Is he deaf? He might be deaf, which is astonishing. But it's interesting. I brought up that topic in part because when you criticize certain things, the response is often, "No, it's flawless," because people like enter phalanx formation around the thing that they like, and they have to like refuse the acknowledgement of all slights sometimes, which is just like this whole thing. But it's like, of course the Wii's inputs were flawed. Nintendo themselves literally changed the console mid-run to have a new input system that wasn't in the original version of the Wii, because they saw the limitations of their own system at the beginning.
Hi.
Oh hey Box, where's your friend from the academy? You know, Zelda, was it? Do you not know? I haven't seen you two together at all recently. Did you have a fight or something? Do you not know? It's a small town. What, do you live in a rock? She does live under a hill. Hey there, Box. Have you seen those troublemakers around here recently? It's been a while since I've seen them hanging around. Maybe failing the test to get promoted to senior class got them finally to buckle down and study for once. Okay, so we're probably done. I got my upgrades. I got some unexpected gratitude crystals by... We've had 2 quests have a long-term payoff. One... I might as well check, I guess, while I'm talking. Let's do... Shit. Go away. How do I douse? There it is. Up there? Okay. Because they're only out at night, right? Okay, yeah, like we do. So I got my upgrades, I got my resources, did my rant. Unexpected quest conclusion. Two episodes in a row we had like the long-term payoff of a pretty long quest, the slow burn ones. The one was the budding relationship, and one was Fledge's workout routine. And I've got every chest that's in the area, both in the overworld and in the city. So we're pretty clean to just go on to the next story bit after I finish dousing for gratitude crystals. Wherever they may be. Is it up here? Oh, it's up here. Is there one around there? No. Okay. There's one here. You have to be very careful or I'll have to come all the way back up. Oh. I can walk here. Wow! What's our total? Okay, so there's 2 more gratitude crystals just wandering around somewhere at least. something over there. That's pretty cool. I can just clear the entire water body. This ability is great to have, because I clearly stopped finding them, so I need help at this point. Where are these last two? Is it in the door? No. Or maybe yes. What was? How did I get upstairs? Was there was like vines here, right? Haven't grabbed one of these for a bit. I can't move those boxes. Honestly, it looks like it's inside anyway. Let's check inside. I was trying to figure out how to get on the roof again because I did that at some point, but I can't remember how I did it. Oh. Not in the bath. Wait. How the hell am I gonna get in Zelda's room? That's not appropriate, but also what? How do I... What? A beetle. This is inappropriate. Wait, how do I... I can't. The B button doesn't work. Ah, Box, thank you so much. I'm so happy now, and it's all because of you. My guy is going out on patrol again tonight. It's not even required of him. It's just something he feels he has to do. Just think about him makes my heart start pounding like I just ran up a flight of stairs. Ah, I can see it. It's right there. How the fuck do I get that? Can you only get that by saving Zelda? Like, do I legitimately have to beat the game to get that one? Basically. I was like, oh, I could use the beetle and fly over, but I can't. It won't let you do it in that room. You can't use special devices in people's houses. Yeah, I still can't use the B button. Ah. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Now, I've still got 2 to go. Let's see. This is Zelda's room. It's like around to the right. Oh, that's not the exit. Wait, no, so from this perspective, it's off to the... Oopsie. So that's the exit, so it's off to my left. I don't see us having to save Zelda first, because like the games end? I don't remember Zelda games having a post game unless it's maybe Breath of the Wild. So is there like okay. Can I get in there from like the outside? Huh. Sneaky. So I was on the right path when I thought about how to get on the roof earlier. That was the answer. We're having troubles here. Claw shot vines. So I think I ran across these balconies the first time, but I can just go ahead and skip that. So I was right to remember vines being here. Hello. I bet that like that's probably her chimney or something. This is inappropriate, Link. Or yeah. Money. Am I this committed to this though? I didn't look around very well. Maybe. Oh no. Oh, okay. It's that guy. Oh, it's still inappropriate. You can spy on people in the bath. Zelda, why? I always like push against the walls because I can never get my character to line up right in these those crawling sections. Hey! Wow, they're so overwhelmed with thankfulness that I broke into their bedroom. I'm a good person.